What is going on, friends? No special intro to this one. We're going to be talking the Gina Carano, Ben Shapiro Daily Wire interview. This is the post interview after her firing from Lucasfilm and Disney as a whole. Is it a firing if no one called you or texted you or sent smoke signals? Is that considered a firing if you find out online? I don't know. That to me is kind of crazy. Check out the video. Make sure you guys go find it. Watch the entire video because you want to hear what Gina has to say and hear it from her side. Even if you don't agree with her, but you believe in free speech, listen to what she's saying. All right. By the way, my name is Scott. This is Sporky News Podcast. Please hit that subscribe button. Help out the channel. It's free. If you support free speech, please hit it. Help this channel grow. So Gina Carano sat down with Ben Shapiro after a crazy couple weeks for her. If you don't know about it, Gina posted a retweet, not even her tweet, a retweet of a woman in occupied Germany, 1942-ish time, 41, running through the streets while German kids are chasing her. She is, I'm not going to presume she's of Jewish descent, but I believe she is. And what Gina's retweet was talking about was how could a country allow, how do you allow this to happen where neighbors look at other neighbors and decide they're less than human and that they could do whatever they want to them because they are less than human? Do not allow that to happen again, because you may think, oh, this can't happen here. And this time we're too sophisticated. We're too this, we're too, technological, no editing. We're too advanced for that. Well, I bet you people in Germany thought the same thing, and I bet you, people in early Mao China thought the same thing. And people in Venezuela thought the same thing. And Cuba thought the same thing. It can happen anywhere if you allow the media, now these tech giants and politics and celebrities, when they're all focused on one agenda, they can control the narrative. And when they go after free thinkers, that's when freedom isn't safe. So Gina was fired for this tweet because the Twitter mob came after her, and Lucasfilm has this ridiculous statement talking about, hateful tweets and this and that, which is ridiculous because, and I hate to keep bringing it up because Gina, if you watch the video, loves Pedro Pascal. They do not see eye to eye, but they're friends. And Pedro, said Trump supporters are pretty much either Confederates or Nazis. So, he also, put stupid one that really didn't even match up with kids in cages. It wasn't even the right year. But anyways, so if you have the right think, if you are thinking that liberal view, Lucasfilm will look out for you. Disney will look out for you. Gina found her voice this year. Okay. She says she's not a political person, never was a political person. But after the first attack on her, where she decided not to put pronouns in her bio on Twitter, where she put beep, bop, boop, because people were harassing her that you need to put your pronouns. Are you Z? Are you there? Are you a he? Are you a she? And she said, I respect your view. I respect that you want to do that. But on my page, I don't want to put my pronouns. I want people to know me as Gina Carano. And they attacked her. They wanted to cancel her. That was December of last year, or maybe January. December 19 or January 2020. I don't know, somewhere in that area. So she put beep, bop, boop, not against the trans community. And I think if you're a trans person watching this right now, that's true. She wasn't coming out after trans people, but the hate mobs came after her, and Disney decided, one of the little gems she tells you about is Disney told her she had to sit down with people from a certain community group these leaders of this trans community, and she watched some type of documentary with them, and then spoke with them about what her intent was, and they understood she wasn't coming after them, and they even warned her, like, they'll come after you, they'll put the boot on the back of your head, they'll try to cancel you, you got to be careful. They're the ones that told Lucasfilm and Disney at the time not to cancel Gina, not to fire her. It was their decision. So forward ahead, she makes her claims about their, voter fraud and things of that nature. I'm not saying there was voter fraud in the last election, not widespread. I'm not saying that. But Gina, she put stuff about that. She's finding her political voice, and you can't do that in today's world, in today's America, because conservatives are treated less than, because right now it's the in thing to be liberal, even though most conservatives that I know aren't true conservatives. We're more libertarians, or the old school classic liberals, where we believe, hey man, you live your life, just don't tell me how to live my life, don't tell me what I can say, don't tell me how to think. And that's Gina Carano, I think, in a nutshell. She respects you. She puts these things out to bring people together, and all it does is divide people, because you're looking for things to be angry about. You're looking for things to cancel a person for. So you twist what people's intent is. And that's the one thing I can't stand about non-video type of social media, because I write something and I can say, hey, have a great day. And someone could read it as have a great day. So they twisted what this poor woman said, and she realized it, and I don't know if she didn't think there'd be backlash from that last tweet. She says there wasn't. I tend to want to believe her. She seems like a very upbeat and friendly person, but she also has the moment in this interview where she talks about she's addicted to fighting. She loves fighting. She take a punch. She can punch. And you don't lose that when it comes to any type of fight, arguments, things like that. So was that her just like, I know you're going to come at me, and you're wrong for wanting to come at me, and you're wrong for the intent, but I know you're going to come at me. I'm not saying she did it to get out of Disney or Lucas, because I believe her contract there was no contract. So this firing idea, they just didn't rehire her, and they parted ways with her. But I don't know. I think Gina worked her ass off. She talks about, being involved with people that got shot and left in the desert, stabbed, left in the desert, probably, talking about new addictions. So I don't know if she fell under, addictions while she was in Las Vegas growing up, but she found fighting. Fighting gave her a purpose. Once fighting was over, acting. She wanted to create. And this is what happens. You start to climb up, people support you, and then you make one little flaw, and they rather just knock you down than say, hey, you know what? We make a mistake. Let's keep going. Do I agree with her tweeting that when she tweeted it? I don't know. It's her right to do whatever she wants. I know if I had that much fire on me, maybe I would hold off, but that's her right. So don't come to my channel and tell me you can't talk about this. You shouldn't be talking about this. You're a yitz, a nitz, a Yahtzee, a this, a supremacist, a blah. You don't know me. You haven't known me, so allow me to tell you something. I am not a Yahtzee. I do not believe in bringing anyone down. I always like to stick up for the little guy. I don't care what race, color, sex, what you want to be called. Again, just don't tell me what to do. I don't need my pronouns out there. I don't need to speak the way you speak. I can be crass sometimes. I like to joke, and some of my jokes are a little messed up. But guess what? That's who I am. And freedom of speech protects that. But it doesn't protect you from a company that wants to get rid of you. And Gina stood there and took it. She took that punch on the chin. She does have a strong chin, and she realized that, all right, I'm going down swinging. I am not going to be on my knees, though, like some other people in Hollywood that apologized, and we all knew their apology was crap, but we accepted it. The people that actually care about that, they accepted it. It almost like it's a drug for you. Like, you apologize. We know you don't mean it, but it gives me my power. I know, I don't understand this fakeness to social media. But Gina landed on her feet. Ben Shapiro's giving her an opportunity to direct, produce, act in, her own thing. And is this something we're going to be seeing? These not just conservative, but these alt Hollywood groups saying, you know what? Screw Hollywood. Let's go around Hollywood and start making our own thing. Everyone has to start somewhere. I'm not going to say it's going to have the end game quality CGI, but can they put something in for less than 50 mil and make 400 million? Can they then make something 100 mil and bring in 600 million? If they're making profit, they could slowly grow something that is not just indie, but it's an alternative to Hollywood. And I think Gina Carano is blazing that path for people. And I support her 100%. I don't know how you feel. Let me know. Please, again, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to all the Fourth Waivers, Rogue Entertainment, Fandom Menace, any content creator you like. Subscribing, commenting is huge, and liking their videos really helps with the algorithm. But again, let me know what you thought about the interview. Did you watch the whole interview, or are you just making shit up? And tell me, is Gina going to succeed without the support of Hollywood? I'd like to know, because I really hope she does, and she's got my support. So I hope you all have a great day. I want to give a shout out to my members, Tina Bojan, Jack D, Who Knew, and Toxic Man Flu for my little finger level members, YouTube members. And this is for the rest of my members. Have a great day, everybody. Subscribe to the Sporkerz News Podcast.